the world saw two consecutive world wars, and the world was really hoping and really longing for peace. But by the end of the World War II, a new rivalry had aroused. This rivalry was termed as Cold War. Cold War actually stands for the hostile relations between the two blocs, USA and USSR, or the allies who fought against the Axis power. Soon, because of some factors, led to a huge division, and that led to divide the whole world into two blocks. One, USA bloc, and the other, the USSR bloc. The question is that if these two countries had came together and fought against Axis power, then what led these countries to got poles apart? Today in this episode we will try to find this out. Though USA and USSR came together and fought, but these were ideologically very different nations. USA was a capitalist nation while USSR was a communist nation. And so these countries, they never actually trusted each other. The first point is the Bolshevik Revolution. When Bolshevik Revolution happened, the capitalist countries, they did not like the way how communists had taken the rule under their control, and they imposed the communism. So this is the first difference that we need to remember. Second was the Yalta Conference. Yalta Conference was called by Franklin D. Roosevelt, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin. And three of them gathered together to discuss what would be the post-World War situation, because because the Europe was already, they have already controlled the Europe. Now the question was that what they are going to do as far as the Pacific Ocean is concerned. Also, there had been some discussions regarding that what they will do, which are being freed from the capture of Nazis Germany, and how the Eastern, and what will be the future of the Eastern Europe. These things were discussed in that Yalta Conference. Unfortunately, none of them worked. Stalin, who actually promised that in the Balkan states or in the Eastern European states, a free and fair election would be conducted, that Stalin had broken his promise. When Roosevelt went ahead and he shared this Yalta Conference to the American people did not like that, and thus it was also considered as one of the cause of Cold War. And by the end of this World War, USA had dropped her nuclear bombs at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, while Soviet was the first country to carry out the nuclear test, and thus both of them became superpowers. During these two world wars, many people had died. So many things had changed, and the entire world was really hoping for peace. But unfortunately, it did not happen. Perhaps the two countries who were poles apart, they got together to fight against a common cause. But when that common cause was seemed to close, their own rivalry got exposed. And thus we get to know about the Cold War. When we talk about peace, we mean harmony, we mean love, we mean trust, we mean to grow together. Cold War had actually put the world into a very bizarre situation. Diplomacy or international relations happened when each and everyone can benefit each other. But with the opening of the Cold War, that didn't seem to happen. And one can fight battle because when you're fighting a battle, you know that who is your enemy, you are careful about it. And there have been many wars during the Cold War. But when these superpowers actually came and they took sides, then instead of keeping the problem down, it was aroused more. Hi, so this is the end of this video. If you like this episode, then please smash the like button, and like this, then do share, comment, try to have conversation, and also suggest me that which topic do you want to see. So don't forget to subscribe.